and welcome back. We are going to continue the adventures of Henry. In this case, we are going to join the guard Nightingale on patrol since we are between 11 and 19. It's now 15:27. We're just going to run to his position. I want to participate in the tournament, but I'm pretty far from having the necessary skill to do so. At least I believe. Can I munch? I cannot munch. Come on, doggy. Doggy? Good boy.
Let's hope it lasts a while.
Just avoiding the puddles for no particular reason. Okay, so 19. Aha, here he is.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I am indeed, sir.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
Teresa. Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the service of the bailiff?
I don't want to be kicking around in the dirt while other men do honest work.
You're an eager one, aren't you?
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
Don't forget, I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go. It serves not only as the house of God, but as the crypt of the lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. Ah, a man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord. This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh? The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe. And the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard. Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know. He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
The best right here.
Steak skirts fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
What the hell is going on here now? Go and check it out, Henry.
Won't go to the church. Go back to your people. I don't.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
No one cares what your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in a square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
For
dog drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any
Lady.
arms or not?
Yes.
Good girl.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
I think you ought to give Jane something.
I gave her a groschen yesterday, and today she's ruining my business. Have you taken leave of your senses? Why should I give her anything?
Well, you wouldn't want to look like a heartless bastard in front of the whole town, would you?
No,
Woohoo, you tell him.
certainly not.
There you go then. Just a coin or two and you'll have an even better name.
Oh, for God's sake. Here you are. And don't come back.
Thank you.
See now? It didn't hurt too much.
He'll hate you now, that I can tell you. But you acted like a good Christian.
Don't kiss me.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush.
I live like
The
a
town
beautiful
burgers
here.
don't
stuff
let your
bird
folks
Oh.
flesh.
get anywhere near the town.
God be with you, goods.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything up.
I'm gonna try and hurry this up because I'm afraid of losing Nightingale.
What's it about?
Till he was an old man.
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive.
So you're a pickpocket?
My honestly begged groschen were taken. Well,
Come on.
All right. I reckon I can.
Yeah. I'll steal
everything
stuff.
he has on him. Well, take it or leave it. Take
Okay,
care
in
now.
dialogue. Where's Nightingale? Ah, he's over there. This is you, right? Ah, praise the Lord. Ooh, another doggy. Hello, doggy. Is he upset with me? He's not speaking.
This square here,
Ah,
it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
No, no, doggy. Can't help it.
We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Do I have the fist fighting quest? I don't.
Look here.
God be with
See
you.
that filthy beggar?
Are you the
Fight for coin.
Heck,
Yes.
All right.
Let's fight. Can't fight. Leave. Go away. Okay.
Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me, us, everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Shoo.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church. There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Just picking some herbs while walking with him. Since he walks a bit slow. Many things in this game you gotta do with patience. Can't really be helped. But I feel it's part of the charm of the game in a way.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably. I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you.
They...
What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Oh, where are you going? No, 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 no. I'm gonna look away. Magic. You silly nightingale.
The Rattay fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along the Sasau River all the way to Kohelnitz. Then there's Gallows Hill, lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on. It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it. This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Dear people, don't leave a poor woman to starve. Sigismund took everything I had.
Pity on me, a poor
God be
wretch.
with you, Benesh. How
Sigismund
goes
and
it?
his murderers
Well
took
enough,
everything
Nightingale.
I had.
It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Ah, yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now where might he have got to then?
I don't know.
You don't know, eh? Let me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler. And you'd better talk some sense
I've
into him.
lost everything. My home, my family, my livelihood.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your carcass and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff, or God forbid, Captain Bernard. Out! Come and sit with me, Henry. Let's have a drink.
Look.
That fool got me all worked up.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the Cumans might creep up on us. But that's enough about that. Let's not let it spoil our
Yes,
day.
let's just
Listen,
stand here
since
playing
we're
dice.
Sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
Makes sense. Sure,
Why
man,
not?
let's play.
We'll see whose side Lady Luck is on.
This is actually a not too bad minigame, although it's not very active. I'm gonna stay with this.
That's it.
Ooh, again.
We'll see.
No, you're gonna bust. This guy's crazy.
I shouldn't have pushed it.
Yeah, no wonder. Okay. Another triple. Can I use all the dice? No. Okay. Almost done. Oh god. He gets to go again.
This'll be the one.
You lucky bugger. Oh, what? This is not fair. What?
There. Satisfied?
Okay.
A win at last.
Jesus. Alright, fine.
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
I don't know how it was in Skalitz, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I
Will
forget,
do.
it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Thank you. Singing lady.
I can spare a little something.
Jumping around. Trying to get to the bell. Yeah.
Not yet.
Tururu. I'm working on getting a horsey soon to avoid all the walking. It's really useful to also carry stuff. Now I gotta close the tavern. Hopefully no drunk people. Oh.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Ollermans
this
was
guy.
so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronau. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. A toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
Save the bacon.
Sir Hans, forgive my intrusion, but I need...
Well, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No,
Rude.
sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Oh, is he here? What, is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Yokel. Oh! Haha! You missed. Oh man, I hope I don't get beat up. Whoa, where am I going?
Teach that
Aha! Don't mess with Henry! No, damn you.
That'll teach you how to talk to your betters.
Yeah! Henry wins.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here?
Oh lord.
Well, answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening to the pointless gripes of a bunch of old fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting? Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Him?
I like this guy.
Absolutely not.
You'll do as I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Oh, Henry.
Good out to you, sir.
Do you have any quests?
Do you know if there's anyone around?
Could be.
Oh.
You're the blacksmith's son from Skalitz, ain't ya? The bailiff here could probably use you. He's got some jobs for the Skalitz refugees, but he's not sure who's good for what. He was moaning about it here yesterday. And that's not all. Sir Anish is convening the Rattay tourney again at the Upper Castle. It's always a great occasion with duels all day long. You can still enroll tomorrow, if you think you're good enough.
No. Sadly.
Good luck to you.
Right, so now I can court Teresa. I can visit the scribe in order to learn, but I will never do this without a horse. Look for birdies. Aha, the prey. Meet Lord Capon at dawn in the courtyard of the upper castle. Right, so it's 9 o'clock. Henry will need to eat and sleep. So I'm guessing I'll just go home for now. And get back here tomorrow morning.
Where the hell were you?
Oh, I can't walk around with the torch. Forgot. Doo-doo-doo. This next quest is actually one of my favorite quests. What are you doing here? Oh, do you have food? Food. Food is good. I should actually try and focus a little bit more on herbalism. It's not the funnest thing to do, but this is going to be an important perk. Leg day. Herb picking activity will add experience to your strength stat 2, which will be quite important for me, since I will mostly be using strength weapons, I believe, in the forms of hammers or axes or long swords. I think the only agility weapons we have are like short swords, hunting swords, sabers and all that stuff. But they all fall in the category of short swords. Or swords for that matter. We're almost home. Gonna munch some more. Thistle. Always reminds me of the little girl that you meet with Ciri in The Witcher 3. Saying thistle. Oh. Some poppies. Nice. Some dandelions. More poppy. Don't know why I'm doing this at night, but here we are. It also helps a lot that I got the perk from the strength 3 of Mule to allow me to carry 15 additional pounds. Otherwise I'd constantly be struggling with herbs. This way I can just, I guess, get some and leave them in my trunk. It's actually not really a bad idea. I also need to get a spade for the Miller quest.
Lad, don't you want a little wager on the Rattay top?
No, thank you. I shan't be participating. The spade is over here. By this cart. I guess I can try and maybe start the courtship quest with... No, not what. Not what I wanted. I can still talk to her.
Well,
okay.
you're a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, am I?
So,
I can't stop thinking about Skalitz.
I know. It was hell. But life has to go on. Why not clear your head and try to forget about it? At least for now.
What do you mean?
Do you feel like a walk?
That's not a bad idea.
Oh.
It's getting too late now. But if you pick me up during the day, I'll be glad to take a walk with you.
As her ladyship commands?
You jester.
Mm-hmm. Okay, finally got overloaded. Right at the end, which is nice. Right, so 85 nourishment. This will bump me up to 90. I'm gonna store things I don't need. In this case, I don't really need to store a bludgeon, I can just abandon it. But sure. I can store most of the chamomile. I'm gonna leave like 5 of each plant with me. Hopefully it's enough for the buff from herbalism. A lot of nice herbs. Mm-hmm. 5, 7, 5, and
lad,
I
don't you
think...
want a little wager on the Rattay tourney?
No, sir, thank you. Okay, so 90 nourishment. If I have anything that's about to spoil, I can eat the pretzel. So let's sleep. No, not sit down. I'm dumb. I mean sleep. We're gonna sleep until 5 AM. Which will give me plenty of time to get to Lord Capon and still be morning. Ah. Right. So what happened was this. Somnambulant. You've always been a restless sleeper, sometimes so much so that you get up from your bed and go walking. It's not unusual for you to wake up somewhere else than where you went to bed. So, brilliant. Now, where am I actually? I don't think I've ever actually seen this house. I have no idea where I am. What is this? I'm actually curious, so I'm just gonna...
Hey!
Hello!
What are you doing here? Are you after something?
Not really. I'm just trying to understand where I am. If you don't mind, good sir.
Hey.
Where the hell am I? Man, for a moment this looked like Talmberg. And I was getting really worried. Thankfully it's not. So my nourishment is at 78. Just gonna eat stuff where I can. Oh, peeing. And I can just continue on. Yeah, there's the entrance to Rattay. So I'm fine. Nothing too far. I just hope I don't fall down with my brittle bones debuff and like insta-die. Did the game actually save when I slept? Let me just check. Oh, it did. Okay. So I have a recent save game, so this is nice. Don't worry, Henry. Soon you'll get a horse. Food? No food. I think I want to go over here, yeah. It's not very hard to get lost in the cities, especially at the start. I'm pretty familiar with Rattay by now, but some other places like Guzhitz and Sasau. I mean, Sasau it's not very hard, but Guzhitz I always get lost. So Sir Hans should be over here. Let's go hunting.
Here I am.
I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Good point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
Don't push it.
Whatever you say.
Farewell.
Get the bath. Such a nice morning. Wait. Okay.
Let's go! Yeah! Hurry up, blacksmith!
I'm ahead of you.
Something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful. And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again. It's always helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I'll do the best I can, sir.
He has a nice looking sword.
Listen, I wanted to ask you about scallops.
I don't know if... that is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want details.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... well, it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
Not sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out.
I'm not dilly-dallying. Get some hunting arrows, some food. And I'm already overburdened. Damn. What can I... So I can do this. Yeah, this was to be expected, I guess. But I believe if I leave it here in the trunk, I can come back for it later. Do I actually have like a lot of heavy stuff with me? Well, this is useless. Can I use this? I don't know. Probably not. Okay.
Coming up, sir.
And the bacon? Where's the bacon?
Ah, you want bacon. Okay.
I have it right here, sir.
At long last. So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
I am, although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
That doesn't matter. Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Well, it's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only...
The king is gone.
Just so.
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke, at least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow, and sir, my old woman is fucking half the village.
Like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What?
Humans? But... You should see your face! I got you there. We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh?
I see
But what
one
about
there.
you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them. It's not easy for me to talk about, sir. My parents were killed right in front of my eyes.
Couldn't you do anything about it? I mean to say, didn't Radzig put up a defence?
They caught us unprepared. There was no time for anything. I wanted to save my parents, but it was too late.
All right then. I was only asking.
I'm not a coward, if that's what you're getting at, sir.
I never said you were.
And I'd never let anyone call me one. Not even a noble.
More honour to you. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today. But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you gotta wait until dawn. How much can I carry? I can carry 13 pounds. It's not bad. Just gonna equip myself in case of anything happening. I'm gonna be using hunting arrows because nothing else is required. What kind of bow do we have here? Villager's ash bow 37 and villager, okay, same bow. Nourishment leaves a bit to be desired. Let's munch now, go to bed and figure out what we need in the morning. I can't sleep any longer. Okay. So Sir Hans is still sleeping. So let's wait another hour. I need to eat. Oh, this is actually quite cool. This will do for now. So I'm gonna wait to see if Sir Hans... Okay, so we woke up.
What are you waiting for? Your lord requires
I
you
was
for the
waiting
hunt.
for you, my lord.
Really? Such a renowned hunter needs help.
You wouldn't dare mock your betters now, would you?
Heaven forbid, your lordship.
If that's the way you want it, peasant, we'll meet back here at noon. Whoever has the most hares wins. Oh, and if you don't have anything to shoot with, there's a crate in the camp with some old hunting equipment. You can help yourself. After all, there's no sport in trouncing some wretch who hasn't a chance in hell.
Certainly, sir.
By all means, Sir Hans.
Ha! You'll soon be laughing on the other side of your grubby face. And now turn your back for a while. I know a few tried and tested spots in these woods, and I don't want you stealing them.
I see. Okay, so we'll leave it here for now, and on the next episode we will continue with this quest, competing with Sir Hans for bagging some hares. Until then, stay safe.